Well, hello all my fluid art friends. This is Doris at DF Designs, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Last Tuesday, which was just, what was it, January 12th, I did these on my live, and I wasn't happy with the way the resin's set up. I don't know why it does this, but I'm going to try to correct that. And this one's set up way too quick for me to blow out the white. So I'm going to be doing, whoops, I got a little piece of dried resin there. I'm going to be doing another layer over it. So first I'm going to mix my resin because I want to kind of, I'm only going to do 8 ounces. Because it does set up pretty fast. So I'm going to do 8 ounces. I'm going to pour into this one, and if I have anything left, I'll pour into either this one or that one. So what? Let me move this so I can show you what I'm doing. Sorry for the glare on that, but it is what it is. I can't help it. Okay, so this is the Pro Marine Epoxy resin. This is part B. This one's mixed a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm going to put 4 ounces of it in the cup. I prefer using these silicone cups because they're so easy to clean out, and I promise I'll do a video soon showing how I clean them out because they're not that hard to clean out. And I went a little bit over, so I know, and you want to make sure it's as exact as you can. And the reason you put in part B first is because it is always, usually, most brands, it is the thinner one of the two, and part A is a little thicker. And if you put in part B first, okay, that looks better. If you put in part B first and then you put in part A on top of it, less of part A will stick to the sides and the bottom, so it'll mix better. And you want to follow the manufacturer's instructions for mixing. You also want to follow the manufacturer's instructions for safety. If you're new to resin, I suggest not only wearing gloves, because I always wear gloves when I'm working with resin, but I also suggest working in a well-ventilated area, and B, wearing a mask, okay? And if you think your skin might be sensitive to it, wear long sleeves. Now, I've been working with resin for so long that it's not really that bad of a, I have no problem, okay? And ignore my phone in the background. Okay, now you want to stir it for 3 minutes. You want to make sure you're always scraping the sides and the bottom. I like using these little silicone spatulas to do the mixing in the big cup because I get more of the, I get contact with more of the resin, so it's I feel it's mixing better. And another thing you want to do is, and I usually do it at the minute every minute mark, is when you're mixing it, you want to make sure, that may not have been a minute, but I'm going to show you. You make sure you scrape it off, just in case any of the thicker resin has stuck to, the part A has stuck to the spatula, because you want to make sure you get part A and part B totally mixed together so it'll set up right. I know it sounds a little bit, you know, too much, but it's important to start the right way so everything else will go smoothly. Now, Pro Marine resin, what was, let me show you the label one more time. This is the tabletop epoxy, okay? It sets up a lot quicker than other resins, so you don't, I give it about 20, 30 minutes really. I mean, once you get it mixed, you want to get it out of the big cups. So I got my little cups over here to pour the resin into. With my micas already in there, because when you're mixing micas into resin, you want to put the mica in first. Try to remember to do that, because if you put it on top of the resin and then you start mixing the mica and the resin together, it'll poof back in your face, and I call those unicorn farts. I know that sounds weird, but if a unicorn could fart, it would be colorful like that. So I'm mixing it for 3 minutes. I'm doing this all on camera in real time. For those of you who have never mixed resin, I want to make sure that all the new people who come to my channel know exactly what to do and the right way to do it. Scraping the bottom, scraping the sides. Yes, you're going to get bubbles, but don't worry about that, because on molds I use a heat gun. On wooden substrates or anything like that that's not made of silicone, you know, like tiles or a cradle board, I can sometimes use my torch. I'm not a fan of doing the resin on canvas, because canvas is bow. Okay, this has been mixed for 3 minutes. Let's see if I can show you. The glare is making it impossible for me to show you. Okay, this is Eye Candy's Okinawa Blue, and I put enough in there to do about a little over 3 ounces. Okay, and this is Eye Candy's Okinawa Green. I will show you the containers in just a minute. Now, I don't need to mix any sand, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now, I'm going to put just a tiny bit, because you don't need a lot for the white, in here. That is about, maybe a little over an ounce. And I do have some clear left, but you're going to see what I do with the clear then. Okay, this is the blue. Now you want to make sure you mix all that mica in there. When it comes to resin pouring and acrylic pouring, the mixing is the part that takes the longest. You got to mix the resin, then you got to mix all the colors together. So I'd say it takes about one third of the time is doing this. The other third of the time to do a piece is pouring it out, and then the other third of the time is manipulating it and getting rid of air bubbles. Okay, this is, let me make sure it's all mixed up. This is the Okinawa Blue. I love these two colors. Where'd my container go? It's a little dirty, but this is the Eye Candy Okinawa Blue. If you go into my description down below, and I'm going to start remembering to put it in the first comment and pin it at the top, I have a discount code because I am an affiliate with them. So if you go to their the Eye Candy website and through my link, and you put in the code DF Designs, all caps, a space between the DF and the designs, you get 10% off. So by using my code, I also get a little tiny kickback into my account, which helps me buy more product to use in these videos. Okay, this is the Okinawa Green. Let me show you this container. These two colors are my favorite go-to. Okay, let me move this over just a little bit. Now I'm going to do the white real quick. This is paste. It's just Resin's titanium white. Okay, come on. There we go. You don't need a lot. Well, there's not a lot of resin in the cup either. You always, whenever you open a jar, you always want to make sure you do mix it a little bit, okay? And let's see. And that's just a teeny tiny bit, because I don't want it that opaque, but I want it to be white still, because this is for the waves. And you mix it in, and what I like to do, because I've got some stuck to the stick, is I scrape off the stick and then I scrape that off the side of the cup, and it gets down into the resin. And this is pretty opaque, I'd say, because you can't see the color of the stick through it. Okay, let me put that off to the side. Okay. Even though I just finished mixing it, I am remixing it one more time before I pour it out. And yes, because my jar is so dirty, I get white all over my gloves. But I use, my favorite rag to use is a cut-up t-shirt with some 91% alcohol on it. That way I can clean my gloves pretty good. Okay, this is the blue, which I'm going to do up at the top. Pour it a little slowly around here. Okay, and then I still have some resin in there, but if I don't need it on this, you probably do this, because I haven't put any color in this little moldlet. The link to the molds that I got is down below. These molds are really super deep, so it is going to take a lot of resin. And I have a link down below to what I call, it's a federal regulation that tells you that epoxy resin, the clear, not the stuff with the pigment, but the clear, is food safe for food contact. Okay? So you can do that. You can make these, I call them cheese boards, because I don't recommend cutting. Okay, now I want to show you real quick. I got my blue, I got my green. Now I'm going to pour some clear out up here, because I'm going to add, when I add the white, I'm going to add a little bit of white right at the line where the clear and the green meet, and then that way I'll get some waves. So this is my AmTake Heat Gun. I know it looks pretty well worn. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it on to the low fan, which is also the low setting. I back it off just a little bit. This is like your heat setting thingy. I back it off just a little bit from full heat on low. And I also let it blow off to the side just for about 5-10 seconds to blow all the dust boogers out. And now I'm just going to go over this, and I'm going to pop all the air bubbles, and I can see where I could use a little bit more clear over here. But you know what? Don't worry about it going all the way up to the top, because your last layer is going to be a clear. Okay. Okay, now, before I add the white, I am going to do, and I'm going to use a popsicle stick so I don't get my glove dirty. I'm going to do a little bit of blending. And I'm trying to blend this out a little bit. on the sides so it doesn't leave that line, which I don't like, and I don't know why it happens, and I'm going to research that. So I'm just blending the two colors together, getting a little bit of the blue into the green and a little bit of the green into the blue. I'm going to clean off my stick real quick so I can maybe use it again if I need to. Okay, now I'm going to, I see some more air bubbles. Let me pop air bubbles again real quick. Okay, now I'm going to put down some lines of white. Now, I prefer to use these paper cups and pinch it. That way you can control how much comes out. The first line I'm going to put, which is probably going to be my biggest line, is right here where the green and the clear meet. Because I'm hoping to blow some of the waves over the clear, which will put it over the sand. And I know I got it a little bit on the edge of the mold. You can use your finger to wipe that off, but I don't like the little big lumpy drips, I guess you could call them. Okay, now let's make some waves. Go over it, pop all the air bubbles. Now you don't want to use the high fan or the high heat, so it takes a little bit longer. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. These molds are delicate when it comes to heat, so you got to be careful you don't heat up the resin too much and get the resin to stick to the get the resin to stick to the mold. There we go. Yeah, words are hard for me today. Sorry about that. And while I'm blowing this out, I did want to tell you, thank you for coming in to watch. Thank you to all my subscribers. Y'all are awesome. And I do have many ways for y'all to support the channel if you are so inclined to keep the free videos coming. I have links down below to the memberships. I have links down below for if you want to leave a tip in the tip jar, or if you want to buy me some more supplies to make some more videos, or you can just go through one of my Amazon links and you can buy yourself some stuff. But whatever you buy, I get at no cost to you. I get a little bit of a kickback being a Amazon associate. Okay, this one I'm going to put off to the side because it looks like it is good, and I do have resin left, so not much, but I am going to put what I have left in this coaster. Probably not going to fill it up all the way, but that's okay, because it will get a layer of clear. The FDR regulation that I have the link down below to is the regulation that says epoxy resin can be food safe, but only the clear, because they can't guarantee what's in the pigments you're using. Okay, wait a minute. I want to back it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put the green in there. I do want to get a layer of clear right there at the shoreline. With these being so thick, or the sides being so high, you could almost say that it may take another layer or two to fill it up. But that is okay, because you want your last layer to be the clear. Okay, I got clear there. I want to hit this with a heat gun again. I'm not sure what it's doing. And where's my tweezers? Tweezers, tweezers, tweezers. I'm looking at it at an angle, and I see something in there. Oh, it's a nasty little hair, and it's long enough, so it's probably mine. Okay, now let me pop air bubbles over here. I want to do just a little bit with that stick that I can... What did I do with that stick? Okay. So I'm just going to use the green stick just to kind of mix this up a little bit. To get blue and green to make it look natural, but you know, as natural as I can, let's put it that way. Now I'm going to give it a line of white right here. Yes, I went off the edge, but that's because I don't want those little blobs at the beginning. Oh, I went a little heavy-handed right there with the white. Okay. Heat it up. That gets rid of air bubbles. And it also makes it liquid so you can blow it out. See, this one may need another layer of colors. Now, I don't have enough left to do that one. So I think I've got it. Wait a minute. I want a little bit more white up here. And I want to accent this line a little bit more. There we go. So I will be going live tomorrow, which is Sunday, doing acrylic pouring. I am doing a tribute to a very great pouring artist. Her channel is ECOART. She recently passed away. I didn't know her personally, but she's one of the artists that I admired for a long time. And I'm going to do her famous technique, which is the waves that she does. Okay, let me blow this up a little bit. And I will have a giveaway. I'm giving away 1 or 2 of these. I have 3 extras, so I don't know how many I'm going to give away. But I will be giving away a butane torch if you want to come join. It's winter pay shipping. These little guys will be unmolded in my live on Tuesday. so you can see how they look like, because I think tomorrow I can do a clear layer when this sets up. Just trying to make it look a little natural, and that's not exactly easy to do with resin. So, not natural, but let's say organic. How's that? And some of my little seashells are hidden now. Oh well. So, thank you guys for coming in and watching today. This resin it sets up so quick that you really need to work in very small amounts. And these molds, I'm going to tell you, these molds do take quite a bit of resin, okay? Because when I mixed these up the other night, I used 16 ounces, but I didn't get it all used up because it set up in the cup. And this is 8 ounces today, and I think I'm going to be able to put another 8 ounces of clear in this big one. So what I need to do is, and I didn't do it before I started using the mold, I need to put some water in it when it's all empty to figure out exactly how much it holds. So, thanks for coming in to watch today. Y'all are awesome. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you can think of a way I could have done it better. I'm open to suggestions. And I will see you guys tomorrow in my acrylic pouring Sunday live. I always have a giveaway on Sunday. So all I can say is y'all are awesome, and bye for now.